Hey do-it-yourself climbers! Today I will be showing you how to make your own natural rock holds for your climbing wall, specifically quartzite rock holds. I tried a couple of different methods for some of the steps and will explain how they worked and which methods I think are better. I picked 3 rocks for this video: a red quartzite, a dark gray, and a light gray quartzite. For quartzite, the darker it is, the harder it is. So I wanted some variety in color to see how that would affect the process of making holds. After getting the holds, you need to wash them. I used just water and an old toothbrush. This cleans off any loose bits and all the dirt and dust, so you have a nice clean hold to work with and later to climb on. The rocks I had chosen all had relatively flat backs, but I wanted them flatter to get maximum contact on my wall, as well as eliminate pressure points that could crack the hold while mounting it or pulling hard on it. I tried wet sanding the rocks. I could see that it was taking off material, but after 15 minutes I could notice only very small changes on the back of the rocks. This was with 150 grit sandpaper. It would probably work with a lower grit and patience, but I decided to try something else. Bondo. The brilliant thing with Bondo is that it will fill in any small holes, cover any high points, and is sandable at the end for cleanup of the edges. I mixed the Bondo as per the instructions on the box. The working time is only a few minutes, so you have to work fast once you start mixing in the hardener. You want to spread the Bondo on the back of the rocks to be thick enough to cover any high points, but not so thick that your hold is now half Bondo, half rock. You'll notice that I have wax paper spread all over my working area. This wax paper works great as a curing surface for the Bondo. After putting it on the back of the rock, I just flip the rock over and press it gently into the wax paper. The excess Bondo will push out the sides, so even if you put on more than you wanted, you can reduce the amount now. The Bondo is sandable after about 30 minutes. For the first hold, I wanted to drill before sanding the Bondo back. I didn't want to put a lot of effort into cleaning up the Bondo, just to have my drill bit break the hold. I tried 3 different drill bits: a carbide diamond tipped bit, a carbide tipped bit, and a diamond tipped hole saw. The carbide diamond tipped bit was used first. When drilling in stone, you want coolant so you don't wear out your bit, as well as keep the rock from heating up locally and cracking. I filled an old Tupperware container with enough water to submerge the rock and found that adequate. The drill bit tip never got hot. The first hole took about 40 minutes to drill. The first 20 minutes covered the first quarter of drilling, and the last 20 minutes covered the last 3/4 of drilling. I got impatient after the first 20 minutes, so I started applying a lot of pressure to the bit. The hole got finished faster, but after 1.5 holes, the bit was too worn to drill any farther. Lesson learned: masonry drill bits do not like a lot of pressure behind them. I tried the carbide tipped drill bit next and got hardly anywhere in 15 minutes and gave up on it. Mind you, I have been doing this work with a regular rotary drill. Both of these bits are designed for use with hammer drills, which would have a totally different outcome, I am sure. The holes would be drilled faster without the bit wear, but there's also a higher risk of breaking your hold. I tried the diamond tipped hole saw last. This bit worked incredibly well. You want to start your drilling at a 45-degree angle to start a groove for the hole saw to sit in. I gradually increased the angle of drilling over about a minute of time until the drill was vertical. Just like the drill bits, the hole saw does not like a lot of pressure. I used the weight of the drill as well as some light pressure from just the hand that was holding the drill. The hole saw finished the second hold in about 5 minutes and drilled a hole in the third hold in about 20 minutes. No signs of wear on the bit, so I am sure I can drill many more holes with it, which is good because it cost about 3 times as much as one of the masonry bits. I want to point out that the quality of the hole I got from the hole saw as well. It is smooth and polished all the way through, whereas the masonry bits definitely had a rougher cut. For cleaning up the Bondo that squeezed out, I first tried sanding. This worked, but was taking a lot of time. Again, a lower grit would probably help in decreasing that time. I instead grabbed a knife and simply whittled away the excess Bondo. I then used the sandpaper to smooth the sides again and clean up any hard to reach spots. Here is the end result with me putting my weight on the holds. As a disclaimer, each rock is different and unique, and all have some level of external and internal flaws. Natural rock holds are more prone to breaking than petrochemical holds, so be careful, especially the first few times you try out your new quartzite holds. I hope you found this interesting and informing. Please leave any comments or questions below.